And so we were going back over trying to figure out what went wrong. Essentially, I was getting overcharged and they weren't paying you guys what they were charging me. And so we went back through the dates and back through everything. And I said, so why were they charging so much for a home that was our only home, the home we did occupy? And we should have qualified for the exemption, but for some reason did not. And they said, well, the only way that you can get that change now is to have a meeting with the Board of Commissioners.
Okay, when did you move in the home?
What's that?
When did you move in the home?
Well, we did move in April 15th. That was the day that well, I guess that's not entirely true. We finished all the,
when did you get the certificate of occupancy or the deeds signed to transfer ownership to you?
That was April 15th. On that day, we were working towards everything with our, what is it? Basically the lady who controls the loan at the bank, and then the title company, and everyone was working towards April 15th being the date that everything was signed and completed and done and submitted to the county commissioner's office. Yeah. So I think basically what happened is we missed the deadline by one day, and that's why I didn't qualify.
That's what I want to find out, because I thought that the deadline was April 15th, but we need to hear the explanation.
Yeah. So I guess from what I was explained to in the office there, we were at the, what is it called? The treasurer's office across the street. And they said, you need to go across the street and talk to the commissioner's office. I think it was commissioner. But, and then that's where they told me, well, everything was supposed to be signed and submitted by April 14th. And I was like, well, everything I'm told is it was April 15th. They said, no, that's the date. It has to be by midnight on the 14th, which I didn't quite understand, because the way that everything on my end where we were working out the loan is so that everything was 100% done by April 15th. And we were in the title company that morning, giving them a check and signing paperwork. And then we came directly over to your office after that and submitted the other paperwork so that we could qualify for that exemption. And so, yeah, I thought April 15th was the date, but according to what we were told, April 14th is the date. And so that's why I didn't qualify for the homeowner's exemption. And so I was asking to be qualified or clarify that it is or isn't the 15th.
Yeah, that's about the limit of what we can do is clarify, because it is a statutory set by law. I was trying to look at.
So Roger, Mary Lou called back. Carolee is on a call, on another call. So, but she called back and Carolee said that his was that they didn't get the paperwork by the 15th and he wasn't moved in before the 15th. That he qualifies for 2020, but not 2019.
Well, I need to find out if the date, the deadline is the 15th, or if it says before the 15th.
Okay, and that's what Mary Lou was saying, that it's before the 15th.
You can get Mary Lou on.
But I'll send Carolee an email because she's on another call. So let me send her an email, see if she can get the paperwork over to us.
I just need to see a copy of the application. I was looking at the one we heard this morning, but I don't think that was homeowners.
According to my Google search, it says to claim exemption in any given tax year, you must own your home by January 1st and apply by January 15th.
You must own the home on the, I think that's changed.
Okay, all right.
Because that used to be the law.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
I haven't found, okay, here. Yeah, on tax.idaho.gov, it says the program lets you postpone paying tax. You must apply every year. No, that's not it. I don't know, Roger, I can't find it here. Is Blake's not in, or somebody else in the assessor's office?
Blake usually goes in late or goes to lunch later. Let me try to call him.
I talked to Blake and he said he didn't have any information.
Hey, Blake,
Yes,
what we need is mute myself.
he said we'd have to talk to Carol Lee.
All right, Roger's got him on the line now. We'll find out. Sorry about this. Is it Billy?
Well, Bill's my brother. My name's Abram.
Okay. Oh, yes, Abram. Sorry about the delay here.
That's all right, man. I'm just glad you guys took the time to help me sort this out. I don't know, just from talking with people who, obviously aren't in a position to know that law. They just said, hey, that doesn't sound right. You need to go have a meeting and get it sorted out. Because it seems like you paid too much taxes, and if the county assessor can, clarify that, then the escrow company or whatever needs to get you back the money that they overcharged.
Yeah, that seems high for a $120,000 value home.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it does value at about 167, but the truth is it doesn't even value that much. Our home is in a nice neighborhood, but it's not in great shape. It was built in the 60s. It's got, trailer house paneling. It's got trailer house windows. It's got vinyl siding. It's got, it's just, we're going to remodel it. We're going to bring it up to the standard of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But it just absolutely should not be taxed at $3,000. My father-in-law owns a 6-bedroom home on 10 acres, and he doesn't even pay $3,000 a year.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems really high. Well, we'll try to get it sorted out here.
Yeah. You guys want to watch the cows cross? Hey, that's Cutler. That's Skylar, babe. You guys want to watch cows walk across the road? Man, I used to get a kick out of this when I was a little kid. They'd be coming down the road with cows walking right in front of our house.
Yeah.
That's too funny. Get your coat on so you can go watch, girls. Better keep the dogs in so they don't. Come here, pup. So I don't know if what does this come down to then? I mean, was there perhaps a technicality that I didn't do something right, or that it got missed during the process of the paperwork? I guess.
Abraham,
if I did qualify for the homeowner's exemption, is that something you guys can clarify?
that's got to talk to the assessor, and he didn't have a copy of the statute with him, but so you did sign the closing papers on the 15th, and that's when you legally owned the home.
Correct. And we did occupy it.
Right.
And we were in your office, had that paperwork signed and stamped as well on the 15th.
Okay, so what we'll do is the lady that's got all the paperwork is still on another call. We'll dig that up, and then Ruby, have you got his phone number?
I do.
Okay, we'll take a look, because I mean it all depends on how the laws. If it's before, you have to occupy it before the 15th and sign up by the 15th. That's one thing, but if it says on or before. Okay, hang on for a second. Here's
Yep.
Blake.
That's too
I
funny.
don't know if Buck's really been around on that one. He probably won't. Influence better at taking pictures.
Go get a picture.
My
Oh.
phone's dead. Hey, this is also-
My iPhone's dead too. Yeah, is the tablet dead?
Yeah. Everything.
No, this isn't dead. Here, go take a picture with this of the kids.
Oh.
Is this something you found, Brian, that you're sharing?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's on the Ada County website.
Yeah, Blake found the same thing. So the law is pretty clear that it used to be you had to occupy it before January 1st and not and sign up by the 15th. But then they changed it in the law because, you know, they have to have a firm deadline because they set the tax rolls. And so it's pretty clear that you needed to get it done a day earlier. Unfortunately, it is a technical part of the law, but we're kind of bound to follow that. So, but you should have only paid from April 15th's taxes on, you know, so it should have been prorated for that year.
Yeah, that could be the case.
You might want to make sure of that because you shouldn't have paid a full year's tax. Your tax from the day you occupy, which is April 15th.
Yeah. And so then just to clarify, the law states you have to own and occupy before April 15th and not
After
does not include April 15th in
no,
that statement.
no, that
That is
screen.
very unfortunate because everything
Oh,
we did was working towards April 15th being the closing day so that we could qualify. But
yeah, and that may have been your title company that.
yeah, I think we just got misinformed then.
Yeah, but double
And there
check
is-
if your escrow was taking a lot more out. You know, it should have been for the taxes from April 15th to the end of the year, and then after the end of the year, you qualify for the next year's.
Well, I believe in June of this year, they reassessed our home, and so they taxed us at an even higher rate than prior, and so they began taking even more money out of our. Well, they wanted more money for my mortgage payment, and that's what it all came down to, and that's what kind of brought up the red flag. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Why haven't we qualified yet? And so we went through, and that's where we came back down to this point.
Yeah, you probably need to talk to them and show them that you will have the homeowner's exemption, because I'm sure they're calculating that on the full amount. Where's your property located? Is City of Idaho Falls County?
Yeah, it's in the city of Idaho Falls off Dixon Circle, which is near Skyline High School.
Right. So your levy rate with all the school district 91 and the city levy, you know, you're a little higher. You're probably about 1.8%. So, and this, don't hold me to these numbers. They can calculate them, but it's $100,000 of value.
Roger, I just emailed you and Brian the application that Carol Lee sent over.
Right. Well, he's kind of verified that. But see, that should lower the amount of your taxes by about $1,600 or $1,700. And if your escrow company should understand that and calculate that. I don't know who you're financing through, you know, but you would think that they'd make an adjustment, especially since the tax notice you got this year. You may want to send them a copy of that because we participated in that property tax reduction from the COVID relief.
I see.
And so there's a little line on your tax notice that'll say it's reduced X number of dollars because of that. So
Yeah.
the total amount of taxes with the homeowner's exemption should be less. It'll go up again next year.
Well, I think that's probably the next step, is to get a hold of my whoever's servicing my loan and figure out what's going on there, and if they can reassess, so that, because I think that I'm owed some money from escrow based on my exemption that I do qualify for. So, but just, I guess, to reiterate, there isn't anything that can be done about 2019.
Not on that one, because it's a statutory deadline. And the reason they do that is because all the other taxing entities, schools and cities, have to set their budget based on that value date. We don't have the ability to go back and collect it back from them.
Sorry, my boy just got into the kitty litter.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Looks like
So,
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He'll be a good hand when he gets a little size to him. So I guess then if it is correct, as everything has been done, there isn't anything you guys could do to
there is, but we
qualify me for it. Like if I requested you guys to reassess or make an exemption, there isn't any. You guys don't have the authority to make that call. Then it's you're bound by the state.
We could do that, but we'd be in violation of the law, and I think that might get us in trouble.
Yeah. Okay. I see. All right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'll get a hold of the
that.
other end and see if we can get that sorted out.
Okay.
Thank you guys for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you.